Dr. Mercy Mwangangi, born in 1986 in Machakos County, Kenya, has risen to become one of the most influential voices in Kenya's health sector. As the firstborn of two children, she grew up with a 10-year age gap between herself and her younger brother, a role that nurtured her sense of responsibility, discipline, and leadership from an early age. She was raised in a supportive, ambitious family. Her mother, a lawyer, and her father, a businessman, who has often been described as her greatest cheerleader, created a home where academic excellence, integrity, and self-belief were central values. These traits would become woven into the fabric of Mercy's life and career. Mercy's childhood unfolded in Kenya, shaped by strong family support and an early curiosity about the world around her. She attended Pangani Girls High School, one of the country's renowned national schools, where her academic brilliance began to stand out. Driven by a passion for medicine and public service, she joined the University of Nairobi, earning her Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, MBCHB, and graduating in 2009. Her interest in systems, policy, and sustainable health development led her abroad to the University of Adelaide in Australia, where she pursued a master's degree in health economics and policy, completing it in 2015. During her master's program, she received the prestigious Australian Leadership Award, reflecting her exceptional potential on the global stage. She has also expressed interest in furthering her studies and is reportedly preparing to pursue a doctorate degree, underscoring her lifelong commitment to learning. Dr. Mwangangi began her professional journey with a 1-year internship at Machakos Level 5 Hospital, gaining hands-on experience in clinical medicine. She later worked in Mara South, serving in the public health department, where she learned firsthand the challenges facing Kenya's health systems at county level. Her passion for health reform led her to volunteer at the Ministry of Health for 18 months, a period when the country was transitioning into devolved health functions. This exposure drew her deeper into policymaking, financing, and administrative reform. After completing her master's degree, Dr. Mwangangi returned to Kenya to lead the Health Financing and Health Economics Division at the Ministry of Health. In this influential role, she became instrumental in shaping some of the country's most transformative health programs, including Linda Mama, a maternal health program, health insurance strategies for low-income households, the design and rollout of the Universal Health Coverage (UHC) pilot program, serving as joint secretary in the National UHC Task Force. Her ability to blend clinical knowledge with policy expertise quickly set her apart as a young, dynamic leader in Kenya's health sector.
In 2019, Dr. Mercy Mwangangi was appointed Chief Administrative Secretary, CAS, in the Ministry of Health, a role that thrust her into the national spotlight. When COVID-19 struck in 2020, she became one of the most recognizable faces in Kenya. Her calm demeanor, clarity in communication, and scientific grounding made her a central figure in daily briefings at a time when the nation needed reassurance and direction. Although praised for her eloquence and professionalism, she also faced criticism tied to the ministry's unpopular measures, including mandatory quarantines and the wider KEMSA procurement scandals that overshadowed the pandemic response. While she was not personally implicated, the scandal heightened scrutiny of all senior ministry leaders. After her tenure as CAS, Dr. Mwangangi joined MREF Health Africa as the Senior Health Systems Strengthening Director. In this continental role, she led major initiatives in health financing and health security, advising regional and international bodies such as the African Union, the United Nations, and various health-focused investment partners across Africa. Her work contributed to long-term strategies aimed at strengthening health systems, improving pandemic preparedness, and modernizing financing structures across the continent. In April 2025, Dr. Mwangangi was appointed the first Chief Executive Officer of the Social Health Authority, the institution replacing the National Health Insurance Fund. She formally assumed office in June 2025. Her mandate is historic, redesigning Kenya's national health financing model to achieve full universal health coverage and cleaning up decades of mismanagement associated with the NHIF. However, her tenure began amid intense scrutiny. Parliamentary committees flagged Kenya shillings 77 million paid to law firms to recover a Kenya shillings $13 million debt, missing records and documentation inherited from NHIF, inflation of major projects such as the car park that ballooned from Kenya shillings 909 million to Kenya shillings 3.97 billion, widespread fraud involving ghost hospitals leading to the suspension of dozens of facilities. Mwangangi has maintained that these issues were systemic, inherited, and part of the broader reforms she is leading. She has continued to appear before PAC and PIC to explain corrective measures underway. Despite her public profile, Dr. Mwangangi has remained open and authentic about her personal journey. She is currently single and has often joked that she is married to her work. Her relationship history includes a painful chapter. She once experienced an emotionally and physically abusive relationship, which she left around 2022. By speaking openly about her experience, she helped shine a national light on domestic violence, encouraging many to seek help and break their silence.
After leaving that relationship, she mentioned being in a new supportive partnership, but her more recent public comments suggest she is still searching for a spouse. On several occasions, she has humorously appealed to communities in Kisumu and Migori, reminding them that Raila Odinga had promised to help her find a Luo husband. Dr. Mwangangi's current net worth is not publicly declared. The only known figure comes from an April 2020 social media post estimating her worth at over Kenya shillings 3.5 million at the time, an amount that is certainly outdated considering her rise to senior government and continental leadership roles. Her salary as SHA CEO is also not publicly available, as Kenyan law does not require such disclosures. While Dr. Mwangangi has earned national and international respect, she has not escaped public scrutiny. The major controversies linked to her career include 1. Financial irregularities at SHA inherited from NHIF, questionable legal fees, missing documentation, inflated projects, fraud involving ghost facilities, operational challenges during the early transition to SHA. 2. COVID-19 response, the unpopular mandatory quarantine directive, association with the broader KEMSA scandal despite no personal charges. 3. Personal matters becoming public. Her open admission of surviving domestic abuse attracted both sympathy and intense media coverage.